had some points of disagreement about him and about their own religion and about a dead man, Jesus, who Paul asserts to be alive.
Yes.
Everybody got that?
Yes.
Everybody got that?
Yeah.
The Jews turned their back on it. The Jews' religion would not allow them to kill Paul. So the Romans, he turned them over to the Romans so the Romans could kill him. But the Romans say, no, our customary don't allow us to kill people who do not have charges against them that would take their lives.
Yeah.
Festus said they simply got a disagreement about religion and about a man that was dead who Paul said is alive.
Yes, right.
The question today is, what do you believe? Do you believe that Jesus was dead, now he is alive? Do you believe that he came down 40 and 2 generations? Do you believe he was born in Bethlehem manger? Do you believe he had landed down in Jerusalem? Do you believe he fought against the Pharisees? They hated him, but they couldn't stop him. Do you believe he sought with the sinners and he sought with the alcoholics and he sought with the ones that wasn't doing right? Do you believe? Do you believe? Do you believe? And I'm almost finished. I need to know, what do you believe? Do you believe after 3.5 years they conspired to take my Jesus' life? Do you believe they lied on him? They ostracized him. They criticized him, but he never did anything wrong. Do you believe that they grabbed hold of my Jesus? They marched him before Pilate's court. Pilate stood there and they tried to judge him, but he never said a mumbling word. Do you believe? His wife came to him and said, I had a dream. I dreamed of a man that I never had seen. Pilate don't have nothing to do with this man, but this man never done any wrong. Do you believe? They find no wrong in Jesus, but because he wanted to please the people, he tried to send him off up on Calvary. Do you believe that my Jesus? Tell me, what do you believe? Do you believe they nailed him to a cross? They marched him up Calvary's hill. Do you believe that he was going up Calvary's hill? He stumbled and he fell. Now catch this. Do you really believe you was a black man that walked over? Simon the Cyrenian, God picked up his cross. I think that's where they got the hymn from. Was Jesus there? All the world go free. No, there's a cross for everyone. Tell me, what do you believe? They laid and crossed those two crosses. They crossed his left leg over his right. They put a spike in between his feet. They spiked him in his hand. As they begin to erect his cross, Jesus said, they messing up right now. As they begin to stick his cross in the ground, he said, they finna lift me up. They just don't know. They begin to lift him up. Men begin to walk to see what's going on. As they begin to lift him up a little bit higher, other people started walking to see what was going on. They begin to lift him up. That's why the scripture said, and if I be lifted up, that ain't where the story ends. Do you believe he hung there from the 6th to the 9th hour? Do you believe there was 2 thieves hanging on each side? One about to die and say, if you be the Son of God, save yourself and save us. But do you believe that? Man, shut your mouth. While we're hanging there, we deserve this. But this man never did anything wrong. He said, remember me when you're coming to your glory. Jesus said, this day, down there crying. He saw John standing beside him. But I believe in my spiritual eye. He looked 2,000 years ahead. And he began to see me. He began to see you. He began to see you. He said, Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do. But what do you believe? I just went down and showed the Father's tomb. They worked for 3 long days, but he wasn't just laying there. Say he went down to hell, knocked on Satan's door. He said, Satan, oh Satan, I'm gonna tear your kingdom down. You've been building your kingdom all over this land. Snatch the keys from Satan. Smack death in the face. Say, death, where is your victory? Look at this day. 2.5 days are already gone. Day number 3 is already here. The 3rd day. But he still was alive. Paul began to tell him, hey, I preach Christ crucified. Yeah, to you Jews, it's a stumbling block. And to you Jews, you Gentiles, it's foolishness. Somebody will think you a fool. You go around talking about a man was dead and he got up. But to ask the question again, what do you believe? To a king of the Romans. Man don't know nothing about God. Man ain't never had no contact with God. He knew about the Roman religion, but his testimony was so powerful that this man by the name of King Agrippa don't know God. Never seen, never heard of God. He thought he was a God. His testimony was so powerful about Jesus Christ that this king, and I don't like the way that the King James, y'all forgive me, I don't like the way King James writes. King James say you almost. Yeah. My Bible says he told Paul, if I continue to listen at you, you're going to persuade me to become a Christian. Your testimony ought to be so powerful for what you believe in that somebody don't know nothing about church and never been to church, don't know nothing about Jesus, but your testimony should be so powerful that you begin to persuade them or they be want to know, I want a part of what you believe. Amen. Here is a king that was listening to Paul. Had a woman with him named Bernice, which was his sister. Sleeping with her ancestrally. They kept, if she looked good, they wanted her. Now that's the true definition of a dog. Anybody know anything about a dog? A male dog would sleep with his mama, his sister, his granddaughter.
That's right.
King Agrippa had Bernice on his side, was his sister, and he was sleeping with her. But he almost got persuaded to become a Christian because Paul was on trial teaching them what do he believe. He didn't have to do it. Read the text. And up here. He didn't have to talk to him. King Agrippa said, I want to hear what he got to say. He had already appealed to Caesar. It was just King Agrippa. Caesar was the top dog in charge. But Paul took this opportunity to say, this is my chance to witness to some high-ranking official. And because he stood on what he believed,